on it so much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Back to you.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Record.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180. 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Quick the edge. Point it right. Switch.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp-Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Blue 30. Watch twist. Shoot.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Double dog, that's the way.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
180. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Point it right. 29 is the mic. Mike 20. Hey, echo. 29 is the mic.
Mayfield to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
They'll run on first down. Miller. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Washington gets it going right. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. The catch made by Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
First down, Colts.
Double. Middle. We got this. Slam.
This is Barkley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the 45 on second down, Roethlisberger hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 24. Check. Lucky. Alert. Shim.
Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Who's starting? No foul! Watch the run. Hey, check. Black is on. 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Hey. Pass.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at ESPN,